I'm back with my next episode of Sunday Stories. And today, as you all have seen, the title of the story is A New Beginning. This is a story about a little girl, Irene. When the story opens, Irene is going back home. She is very, very upset because she has just received her result card and she has not been able to score as her parents had always expected. This happened every year. Every year she got her result card. She was scolded. Her parents did not like that she did not score as the toppers scored. She was very upset. Going back on the way, she was thinking what all her parents would do. Her parents would shout at her. They would scold her. She would cry the whole night. All this was there in her thoughts when she was going home, when she heard someone calling her from the back, and she turned back to see it was her best friend Misha. Misha, topper of the class. Misha caught up with her and said, "What happened? You didn't wait for me. Every day we go back home together." But while asking, she suddenly realized that Irene was very sad. She had tears in her eyes. She asked what the matter was. In fact, Misha realized, she herself understood that it is because of the result card. She wanted to see Irene's result card. Irene showed it to her and it was just an average result. Not a poor one, an average result. Misha tried to make her understand. Misha told her, "You don't have to be unhappy because of this result. You are much better in sports. You score so many goals that no one in the class can." She said, Misha tried to make her understand that Misha herself was a topper of the class. She was very good in studies, but she was not a good sports person. She was not a player. She could not score as many goals as Irene could. But Irene was very sad. Irene understood. She felt nice. Her friend was consoling her. But when she was home, same happened as she had thought. Her father banged the door. He shouted at her. Mother was very angry. No one served her or asked her for food. She went to bed weeping, unhappy. Father kept shouting and saying that he would not let her play football because it was a game for boys and she was wasting time on football. She felt very bad. Playing football was her passion. She wanted to follow it. Playing football boosted her energy. She slept without having dinner. Got up early morning at around 4 o'clock. She was having a bad headache. She had cried so much the whole day, the day before. She had not had her food. She quickly got ready, wore her football shoes and all, and there was a field near her house. Quickly took her ball and went there so that she would feel better. She came back early, but when she came back, she found the father standing at the door, very angry. He was very, very upset. He again shouted at her. He told her that he had told that this game is for boys and she need to leave it and she need to concentrate and get good percentage to be amongst the toppers. She was very upset. She got ready. She came to school. Whole day she stayed upset. The scolding of her parents, the way the father had shouted, it all echoed. She was not able to concentrate. She felt very bad that the parents did not want her to play football. Playing football was her passion. She wanted to take it up as a career. The next day, and you know what, at that time she just, in her mind, she made up her mind that, all right, if they don't want, but I will not leave my game. I will not be able to do so. So I will get up very early in the morning and come back quickly, and no one will come to know that I had gone to play. So every day at around 3:34, she used to put the alarm off, go quickly, get ready, very quietly. She used to lock the door and go play, come back, and that boosted her energy. She used to, feel better. But doing this, every person, we all need at least 8 hours of sleep. She was not able to have that. So when she used to be in school, after 2-3 periods, she used to feel sleepy, go off to sleep. The teachers were very angry. They called her parents and they told her that she used to sleep in the class. So if she would sleep, how would she be amongst the toppers? How would she score more? And the teachers were actually bothered about why she would sleep, in school. What was the routine at home? The father was very angry, felt ashamed that he was, told this way. So the father did not sleep that night to see what the daughter used to do. And he heard the alarm bell ringing at around 3:30. The girl would, get ready, go to play, became very angry. So next day when she came back home, she found her football missing. Because the father felt that he had, shouted enough. So now he hid the football. But playing was her passion. She took a lot of clothes and, covered it with the plastic tapes. She made a ball for herself, went for practice. That day, when she was, coming back from school, she saw a big banner on the road that was about a competition that was going to take place. Candidates and students would be selected for the national football team, and that really boosted her energy. And now she, had a determination in her mind that she would prove herself. She had to prove her ability in playing football. She wanted to prove it to her teachers. She wanted to prove it to her parents, especially parents, to her father. She wanted to take it up as a career. It was her passion. So she, had this determination in the mind that she would work very hard on her game. She had to improve herself, improve her endurance, stamina, everything. Now when she got up early morning the next day, she found her shoes missing. First day the football was missing. Next day the shoes were missing. She went to play in her chappals, in her slippers. But she would not stop. When she came back, the father saw her feet bleeding. The girl did not utter a word. She was in pain, but she did not complain. She did not ask why they would hide her things. She went to school. She did not sleep. She had this determination in the mind that nothing could stop her, and that determination kept her going. She would practice football in school. She took the help of her, the PT teachers, the games teachers. All the teachers supported her. The games teachers supported her. Now when she came back today, she found her ball and shoes back in her place. The father had kept them back. the father wanted her child to study, to be amongst the toppers, but he did not want her to be in pain. He did not want her to be ailing, to have bleeding feet. So he had kept things back. Next day, she got up early, she had her things, she quickly wore her things, wrote a thank you note for the father, went to practice. Father also went, although he did not reveal that he was there. He hid and he wanted to see her game. And he really felt that the girl was actually working very hard. Somewhere inside, the father realized his mistake. He saw her working hard. It was really good that she was doing whatever, and he, felt guilty. The D-Day came now. The day the selection had to take place. This was the only time where she could prove herself. She wanted to tell the world that girls too can play football. There is no game which is gender biased. She went. The team was divided. The jury members were there. They had to see the game and select the candidates. First half, her friend Misha was there to cheer for her. She kept cheering for her friend. She was her best friend. First half of the match, Irene did not score anything. Second half, when the game was going to begin after the break, she saw her friend Misha cheering for her. She could hear her female voice, but along with that, there was a male voice cheering for her, and she turned around to see who it was, and to her astonishment, surprise, happiness, her father was there to cheer for her. That really boosted her energy. And now, with a new energy, she wanted to prove herself, and she went with new zeal, passion, enthusiasm to prove her ability. She scored 4 goals. She turned around to see her father when the game was over. The father was amongst the other spectators standing and who were giving a standing ovation for her. The spectators were there giving standing ovation. When she had entered here, she had seen maximum boys there amongst the competitors. There were very few girls. When the names were announced, her name was the first name to be announced. And the whole stadium, all the people, they stood up and clapped for her, and the father was there to, cheer for her. Father was in tears. He kept clapping. Father came up on the stage. Although he was not called, he came up on the stage to talk to the spectators there. It was a live telecast, a big program where the whole globe was seeing. He wanted to give a message. He had realized something and he wanted the world to know. And do you know what he said? It is time for a new beginning. We need to realize the passion of our children. And he told everything about himself, how he had stopped her child, her daughter, how he had hid her shoes, her football. He realized his mistake. He apologized in front of the whole world because now he was not ashamed. He was there to support his daughter. And Irene felt so proud that she had been able to prove her ability. It was a proud moment for the family when the next day her pictures were there on the newspapers and the magazines. The whole world got a message that day. We need to realize the passion of our children. We need to start afresh. Give our thoughts a new beginning. Do let me know in the comment section what your passion is. Do follow your passions. We'll meet next Sunday with another story. Till then, take care. Goodbye.